Hi everybody, my name is Alex Mati, aka Meganuk, and today I'm gonna show you how to create a simple script to brute force websites, directories and files in Bash. It's really easy. You will need only a word list, so let's start. So first we're gonna use Nano, which I like to use as a text editor on my command line on my terminal. So first we're gonna call it Dear Smasher, and the first thing we're going to do is we're gonna put the shebang. It's been bash and website directory brute force utility. I know there are many tools out there like Deribuster or GoBooster or anyone like that, but this is just as a practice, as a programming and scripting practice. So okay, so the first thing we need to do, we first need to get all the information from the user, right? Okay, I know we can do it with flags, but I like to first do it this way to test if it works, and after that improve our script website. First we're gonna echo the what is this for force. Okay, then we're gonna echo with the -n flag to avoid going to a new line, website to brute force. Okay, and we're gonna read a variable called website. Okay, then we're gonna echo again with the n flag word list to use. That this is for the user to provide us with information, and again we create a variable called word list, and after that echo extensions to use separated by commas. Okay, and read extensions. Perfect. So now so far we now have the three things we need from the user to be able to brute force that website, right? That website directories. Okay, we need the website, the name or the URL. We can work either with the IP or the URL of the website because we're gonna use curl, the terminal utility curl. We need also a word list, and we now have a word list. Or at least we now ask for a word list, and we need the extensions we want to check. Okay, so that's it. First we need to create, next we need to create an array from the provided word list. Okay, so we're gonna create an array of the word list the user provided. With this thing we're gonna get each line of the file, and for each line we're gonna append an element to an array. Okay, so first we create an empty array, okay, and we're gonna use the map file command array. It is called array word list, and we're gonna get it from the word list variable the user provided. Okay, then we also need to create another array, but this time the array is for the extensions the user provided. So create an array from the provided extensions. As you remember, we asked the user to provide the extensions separated by comma. Okay, so ifs, it's the comma, it will be the file, the separator. We're gonna read an array extensions will be the name of the array. and we're gonna get them from the extensions variable. So far we have two arrays. One array is for the word list and then another array is for the extensions. We need the arrays because we want to check each element of the word list array with each element of the extensions array. Okay, so that's why we create this. Okay, so now that we have everything, we can create the logic for the program. Okay, so start appending elements from word list and extension if URL has either 200 or 301 code response code echo complete URL. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're going to use the curl utility, as I said before, to get the response code, and if the response code is either 200 or 301, we're gonna append it because we with that we know that either that file or that directory exists. Okay, so I like to first create some way to check how long it takes from my script to run. So we're gonna use this token, this utility. It's not start, it's start time, and we create another one which is called end time with the same date plus seconds. Okay, and we create another one, it's called total time, which is equals the end time minus the start time. Okay, and we're gonna echo script runtime equal the variable name, it's called total time seconds. Okay, so now we have a way to check how long our script will take to run. Okay, so now we create the logic for the program. Okay, so for element we can use any word here. We can use for item or item or anything like that. I just like to use element. For element in, first we're gonna use the word list array. There's array word list, and we're gonna have to use the @ sign here. This means for every element in the array word list, we're gonna use HTML code as a new variable code, which will gonna be equal, and here we're gonna use curl, which is the command line utility I said we're gonna use. We only use the header. We need it to be silent, and any output we get, we're gonna get it to def null. Okay, so write out only the response code, which is called HTTP code, on a new line. Code. And for the next website, it will be the website variable / the element. Okay, so this first thing, the HTML code, will be just a response code. Curl will be will create a variable with the response code. Curl will make a request to our website our element. That way our utility will check, or script will check, if the directory on the website exists, okay? And depending on the code it gets, it will get us either a response that it exists or it doesn't exist, okay? So now that we have that, if the response code, the HTML code it's equal to 200, or the HTML code is equal to 301, then echo status and the HTML code and we're gonna get the URL that checked for this element. Okay, so that's it. And after that, we're gonna check. First, we created the logic for the program to check only with the element on the word list. Okay, now we're gonna append an extension to that URL to check if there's a file with that name. So for item in array extensions, array extensions, and we again use add to say we check every single element, do, and we're gonna do the same. HTML code, we're gonna be equal add using curl with the head, just to get the headers, silent to avoid getting anything. The output will be get to def null, which is like a gigantic black hole device in Linux to send everything we don't need and write out only the HTTP code, which is the response on it for the next thing, website / element dot item okay, and that's it. And if the response code is equal to 200, or the response code equal to 301, then echo status, the HTML code, the website / the element dot the item, and that's what I'm gonna check. Okay, and that's finished. We've done to finish that for item, and done again to finish that for element, and that's it. That's our whole script. We're gonna review it really fast to check if we don't have any issues. Okay, echo website directory brute force. Again, this is just to explain the user what this what this script does. Then we echo the website. Again, I said webista. I don't know why I was writing webista every single time. Website to brute force, and the user will provide us with a website, which in this case will be written in this variable called website. Then we're gonna echo again word list to use, and this will be saved on a new variable called word list. and the extensions to use separated by commas will be saved on extensions variable. Next, we're going to create an array from the provided word list. It will be called array word list, which is for this for is empty. We'll use the map file utility to map this file into an array. And again, as I explained before, what this will be doing is for each line on the file, it will be appending a new element to the array. Okay, it will be called array word list. Okay, and in this we have a field separator, okay, which is the comma. We're gonna read the array extensions array, and it will be created with the extensions provided by the user in this variable. Okay, so now we have the start time in seconds, which is at what seconds in our date the script started to run, and we have again the end time when the script ended the runtime, and we're gonna compute a subtraction to know how long the script took, how long it took to the script to run or to finish. Okay, and now for the actual thing, for every element in the array word list, for each and every element that is it, we're gonna do the next. We're gonna curl the website plus the element, website / element, because it will be, for example, facebook.com/home. Let's see, and if there is a directory with that, if we get either a 200 response or a 301 response, we're gonna echo the status. Sorry, this is the status if it was either 200 or 301, and the website / element to get the URL. Okay, and after that, with the same element of the word list, we're gonna append a new item in there, the extension. Okay, so we're gonna do the same. We're gonna get the HTML code, and we're gonna do the same: head, silent, h output to def null, and the HTTP code from the website / element .item. .item, as we said before, is the extension. Okay, if the HTML code again is equal to 200 or equal to 301, we're gonna echo again the status, the HTML code, and the website / element .item. Okay, so now we're gonna test it. I have here a little word list in this home content. Okay, and I have a little here. Here is a test, and on my local host I have a test file. Okay, so now we're gonna test it. We're gonna bash their smasher. We're gonna test on 127.0.0.1, which is a local host, and we're gonna use the wordlist.txt, and we're gonna use PHP, we're gonna use HTML, we're gonna use TXT, we're gonna use back, we're gonna use CGI, and everything we use. Okay, okay, so there's something. Okay, so we have some issues. Oh yeah, I do apologize. My apologies, I didn't put here this, which is to get the correct response code. Okay, we're gonna try again. Okay, let me first clear the screen. We're gonna again try. Again, we're gonna use it on localhost. We're gonna use word list as I showed you before. PHP, TXT, HTML, back, CGI. I didn't find anything. Why didn't I find? We can use bash.x, which is the debugger. There is masher. Okay, 127.1.0.0.1 word list.txt, PHP, HTML, and txt. 404. It says 404. Why is that? Okay. Okay, 404. He went 100. Okay, it seems like it's like again. So now we're gonna use it one more time. Sentence 127.0.0.1 word list.txt php txt html. Okay, so now it is. If you see, we now have a couple of found things. We found index.php, content.php, resources.php, and blog. If we get our word list, we now have we have index, we have resources, and we have a blog. Blog was a directory, and the other three were files. So if we see on our screen, we have home, it's index, resources, and blog. Okay, so okay, that's it. I hope you like it. If you do, please subscribe, tell me how to improve, hit the like or dislike button, whatever you want. I'm trying to improve, I'm trying to be better. So thank you so much, and see you next time.